wick. That is unbelievable. To be 100% honest with you, kind of just opened this chart, but look at that wick. This on a daily chart, and you might just think, oh well, that's just KuCoin. No. If we come over here, that's KuCoin's chart. Here is MEXC. All right, MEXC the whole way back up to this high over here. What is that at? 0.043 roughly, and then you got VMAX right back up there, same right over here, this prior high back over there. So we did get a nice run up there, but wow, that's a big, geez, what is that? Let's measure that out. I'm kind of curious. I mean, this thing ran up, okay, in one day, almost 100%. Okay, right there, right here's your daily. This new day just started here about an hour ago on my chart, but here is yesterday, almost a 90% move. All right, and then it ended up coming back down. What we got so far? About 39%. So pretty crazy move, right? Definitely, and it's on every chart. So that's not just a a KuCoin wick, like a shake me out, take the longs, take the shorts out wick. I mean, definitely probably some manipulation in there, right? I mean, I would definitely think so. That's what it looks like. You ever run up that high, and then you have people moving their stop losses up and so on, take it out. People going short. It comes all the way back down here. It's probably going to bounce. Probably going to head right back up there. That's on the daily. There's a 12-hour. That's going to 4-hour. I mean, this all happened within a 1, 2, 3, 3 hours. Boom, 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 ran the whole way up there. Then it came right back down here. But what a move! That is a pretty nice move out of Myro for sure. Ran up right into them areas that we talked about. We put a box up here. We extend this out a little bit. We talked about this area. Your 618 and 702 back up at 34 and 31. And I think we could have a leader maybe here as far as a alt-season breakout possibly. If it's a fourth wave pullback and then a fifth wave up towards 6 cents. Well, we'll come right back here in a second, all right, and take a look at that. Let's take a look at coin market cap. One thing we have done today, actually yesterday now, I keep forgetting, it has reset a little bit here, but set a new all-time high for the total market cap of crypto. Right, let's take a look real quick. Ended up taking out the prior all-time high, and let's see, right down here, fear and greed index is at a 60 in the greed. This is on a 30. Let's put it on all. Market cap is at 3.96. There you go. You can see your new all-time high there, $3.96 trillion. Pretty crazy, right? But that answered one big question for me. I was wondering if it was in the middle of its correction over here, or fifth wave, or what it was doing. But it looks like it's definitely going to take that out and head, a lot higher, which is definitely a very good sign. You have, let's see over here, the market cap is down 0.41%. 24-hour volume is up 33%, $214.7 billion. Altcoin season index is at a 30 out of 100, and I think you're going to see that change real soon. All right, I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to blow your minds here. I think that alt season is definitely on its way. All right, Bitcoin over here. Let's see, we're going to 12-hour. You can definitely count out 5 waves in there. Could get a correction here, or it could continue pushing higher. All right, you have a trend line coming up here. I do count. You know, if it's going to do correction, I could see why. 3, 4, 5. You know, maybe an ABC, or it keeps charging up there towards the 130. I think that's our next target towards the upside. But you could get a correction here, and what could be starting as a bigger overall 1, 2, and then, you know, and so on, 3, 4, 5 towards the upside. Hard to tell where it's going to possibly stop at, but you could have that going on. Could get an ABC in here and have a correction. Bitcoin dominance on the verge of crashing down. All right, open this up over here on this side here on the this is a 12-hour, but you go on the daily and see it too. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this should break that support and crash and finally break this yellow line that we've been watching for a very, very long time, right? On the MACD, it hasn't been down below. Let me show you something. Pull this up. This MACD here, let's enlarge it. It hasn't been below this, 50% line since back. Where we at? January of 2023. So we have January of 2024, 25, 2.8 years going on. It hasn't crossed below the 50% line here, and it is definitely heading that way on a weekly, heading straight down. Monthly, look at that, ready to cross to the downside, and this is Bitcoin dominance. Back here, 2021, your Altseason came in down through here. You know, it's all 2021, October, May, it goes back to January of 2021, February, and then it lost that 50% line. And if you look back through here, right back up here, right, this on, right up here is where January 2021, February, that's when we really started picking up steam with that. That's when the alt season really started, right there when it crossed down below, and right here, you know, it crossed down below. So that's something definitely. You got stuff giving you answers out there of what's coming. The alt season is definitely coming. The monthly, this support is getting ready to break, and the MACD is getting ready to turn to the downside under that 50% line for the first time. Excuse me, in a very, very long time. So that is that's fantastic. I can't wait. Then you're going to see some huge numbers over here. A little bit of red here. Bitcoin might get one final shakeout, before this thing pushes pretty seriously hard to the upside. You're going to see these altcoins. I think maybe that's why the volume's up so high. Up 33% today. Maybe people buying some pullbacks through here. Stocking up. A lot of people we had in 2021 been through this alt season stuff. They know what's coming, right? I mean, no question about it. On the daily, you got Myro right about to the top here on the RSI. If we go out on a weekly looks great, still heading up. Look at that. Still hasn't crossed to the upside yet on the weekly on this MACD for Myro the whole time. This thing has been in existence, and it has not went to the crossed the 50% line through here. On a monthly, don't got much of a monthly, but what we do have, it's pointing to the upside on the stochastic RSI. All right, the 12-hour getting ready to definitely looks like it's getting ready to crack, don't it? On the 12-hour here, the stochastic is definitely pointing hard, to the downside. So you could get a pullback here with Myro. Don't be shocked. I just did a Caspa video. Looks like it's going to pull down some more, and you could get one final shakeout of the market here before we see a major push to the upside here with an alt season. All right, where could Myro run? I think this first target after a possible correction here, I mean, this thing could, it could just take off. It really, nobody knows for sure. But we reached the 618 and 702 retracement through here, poked right up through it. Double top maybe. Let's hope not there. Right, you can definitely see that. You got this top here, and you got this top here. You could have a double top. I really think Myro is going to make a run here, at least up towards this 6 cent mark. Don't forget, we had this breakout of this massive wedge over here. All right, just a massive falling wedge down through here. And we're looking for retracements back up here, right? I mean, it wouldn't make sense to just make a retracement back up to 6 cents and then just roll over. Of course, you need volume and you need buyers and stuff like that, right? And that's where the Altseason, I believe, will bring that in. There could be some good gains to be made here out of this thing. I mean, it is definitely down there. I mean, what have we got here? Let's take a look here. This one a weekly. I mean, it has been beat down, no question, right? I mean, just this wick here shows you, there's still interest here. You don't get big wicks like that on a daily because there's no buyers and sellers. The manipulation, I'm sure, definitely. I haven't seen a wick like that or a move like that for quite some time. Let's take a kind of curious just to get an idea here. It's a pretty decent sized move, right? I mean, anywhere through here. That took a week to get that move there. I mean, it did that, and that took about a week. That's a pretty good sized move. If that's what we have in store, is moves like that, and we do in an Altseason, no question about it. But this is an area that's going to have to be taken out right here. What is that? 0.0428, right? Because we had top here, double tops are definitely not bullish, that's for sure. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I think even if you come through here on Myro, you have a trend line down through here, you have a break. Right there. Got that break, you got support coming up through. This really just broke a big wedge. Support coming up through here. You gonna pull back down in this area down here? Very, very possible. And then this thing could really get moving. Right back down. Let's see. Wow, look at that. I mean, you'd have to go way back up there. Really, that's crazy. Could I see a pullback to this trend line? Definitely. Down around 0.02221. I can see that. Maybe something like this. You had this big break, come back down, retest this now as support through here, and then back to the upside. I could definitely see that. Right, market looks like it's getting ready to go, guys. Get excited. Bitcoin dominance is ready to crash hard. We have stuff showing signs of possible big moves to come here. All right, hey, go over there and sign up for level 3 membership. Get over in our Discord. Get ready for this Altseason. We have over 160 members in there. It's a level 3 membership, and if you're looking for a place to leverage trade for this Altseason, there's a link for Bitunix in the description of the video. They have a lot of sign-up bonuses right now. I know you would definitely be interested in, so go over and check them out, and it also helps the channel out. Thank you so very, very much to everybody. It's for you members. Thank you for your memberships, and I'll see you guys in Discord. Have a great day, everybody.